team's first sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Chaz Surratt. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it went.
incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I would say it would probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers in the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. Open man is Uzama. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Second and 10.
shotgun now for Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Rodgers again now. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust. And here's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll dump this off to Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. Headed 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they'll get this down to the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the out route, he finds Hardman.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
Let's get in the game.
Touchdown! Garrett Wilson from 6 yards away. And the Jets are once again back in front. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Valdez Scantling in motion left. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
That's caught at the 25. A big play there for KC. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Toss right side to Pacheco.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Keep it going, take it to him. It's gonna be a good
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Pacheco is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. But Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Here's 3rd and 3.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. here's Mahomes.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Brought down by Willie Gay. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Rodgers.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And Cook has it, left side.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
right, offense, keep pushing the ball downfield.
On play action, Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Cook up the gut. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
On the draw, it's Hall. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And hang on here, we've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Dalvin Cook, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Open man here, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
They toss it to Pacheco.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
this play to move the sticks.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Formation for the Jets.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Here's James returning.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
In motion right is Tony. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 73 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 6. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that
pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
In motion left goes a tight end. A give. This is Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Cook again.
They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
93 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Third and 2.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. This ball deep for Tony.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
43!
Mahomes now on 1st down. A dump down to McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Here's Mahomes to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Rodgers to throw. And this is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. On the return, it's James. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. They had to go through with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football back. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee.
Second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Jets,